Mr. Space, you wish to be recognized?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I seek recognition in order to engage in a brief
gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to engage in a brief colloquy with my friend and colleague from California, Ms. Harmon, whose work has been tireless and effective in bringing to this bill some progressive and important efficiency measures regarding both indoor and outdoor lighting. However, I do wish to note that my district in Ohio is one which still depends on manufacturing for thousands of jobs, and one of our larger manufacturers in the district makes luminaires for outdoor lighting. This company's representatives have told me that they're concerned that the outdoor lighting provisions and standards in this bill move too fast and too far, and potentially could force the company to close a major plant in my district. Will you, Ms. Harmon, and the chairman agree to work with me to ensure that the outdoor lighting standards do not impose undue burdens on U.S. manufacturing and help save American jobs?
Thank you for yielding to me, Mr. Space. I can assure you that the goal that I know Mr. Upton shares is to promote manufacturing of more efficient light bulbs and luminaires in the United States. That's the whole point behind our Section 211, which follows closely on the consensus section we were able to draft for indoor lighting that is now law. It was in the 2007 bill. And discussions with key stakeholders, including the manufacturer in your district, are ongoing, and significant progress has been made. Many of the negotiators are the same people with whom we worked on the 2007 indoor lighting consensus, and I am sure that we will, I am absolutely confident that we can address the problem that your manufacturer is facing and hopefully lead to better jobs, manufacturing better products in your district.
I thank the lady for her hard and good work and her assurances, and yield back.
And if I could just make one other point, Mr. Space, and that is that the bill would save, as written, 58 billion kilowatt hours of electricity every year, a little more than 1% of all the electricity consumed in the United States. Put another way, it would be equal to the annual output of 16 typical coal-fired power plants. And there's an enormous range of groups that endorse Section 211. And I do want to just state for the record, in response to an earlier question of Mr. Walden, that the bill is supported by the National Electrical Manufacturing Association, NEMA, which represents the entire industry, and that a number of firms, especially Philips, were very helpful as we prepared the bill, as was the NRDC. And these are consensus standards that the industry and environmental groups support. And of course, Mr. Space, and others on this committee, a goal is to promote manufacturing in the U.S. and save American jobs.
Will the gentlelady yield?
I'd yield to Mr. It's Mr. Space's time.
I yield.
I'd just like to add to this brilliant colloquy, if I might. That is that we noted that the standards that we changed in the 07 bill, if they applied to the rest of the world, we would actually reduce carbon by 550 million tons from the indoor lighting changes. This is another step forward in that degree, and it was a worthwhile separate bill that we introduced. I'm glad that it's included. Of course, we want to work with the gentleman from Ohio and all states to try and keep those jobs here, but more importantly, bring jobs back that have left building these other light bulbs, and we've already seen that happen with the standards that we changed on indoor lighting that take effect in 2012.
I thank the gentleman for his input. Find it refreshing that we agree on something. And with that...
would the gentleman...
We don't agree on the Buckeyes, but other than that...
Would the gentleman yield?
Certainly.
Thank you, because I concur and appreciate the input. And in fact, my home state of Oregon, I think, has installed on a per capita basis more fluorescent lights than anybody else. And so we've had enormous energy savings. And these little things add up and they make a big difference. And I commend you all for your work on it.
Thank the gentleman. Yield back.
Gentleman yields back his time.